The power of stillness. What if I told you that the very thing you're doing right now to save your life is actually the thing that's killing it? Imagine for a second that you are drowning. Your instinct is to thrash, to kick, to reach for anything that feels like solid ground. You fight the water with everything you have, but the harder you fight, the faster you sink. The more you gasp for air, the more water fills your lungs. In this frantic struggle to survive, you miss the one truth that could save you. If you simply went still, if you stopped fighting and allowed the water to hold you, you would float. This is the hidden tragedy of the modern soul. We live in a world that has weaponized the clock. From the second your eyes open in the morning, the thrum begins. You reach for your phone before you even reach for your breath. You scroll through 100 lives before you've even lived a minute of your own. Notifications, emails, the silent pressure to be optimized, the crushing guilt of an empty calendar. It's a ghost that follows you into your dreams. We've been conditioned to believe that our worth is a math equation. Output equals identity. If you aren't producing, you don't exist. If you aren't moving, you're falling behind. But look at your hands. Are they shaking? Look at your mind. Is it ever truly quiet? We are the most productive generation in human history, yet we are the most exhausted. We've built a civilization of human doings rather than human beings. We keep adding tasks, adding goals, adding noise, hoping that if we just move fast enough, we can outrun that hollow feeling in our chests. But you can't outrun a shadow. And the shadow of burnout is catching up to all of us. You're not just tired in your muscles, you're tired in your spirit. Your mind feels like a browser with 50 tabs open, and you can hear the fan whirring, trying desperately to keep the system from crashing. You feel like you're failing, even when you're winning. Why? Because constant motion doesn't create progress, it creates noise. And in that noise, we lose the only thing that actually matters, our clarity. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share something with you that sounds like a lie. I'm going to show you why doing nothing is not an act of laziness, but the most aggressive, most productive habit you can ever cultivate. We're going to look into an ancient secret that the world has tried to make you forget. A secret that turns stillness into a superpower. If you feel like you're running on empty, stay with me. This is the permission you've been waiting for. Before we go deeper into the silence, if you're looking for a sanctuary in this noisy world, I invite you to subscribe and join our community. We explore the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern life to help you find the calm within the chaos. Let's reclaim your peace together. Now, let's talk about why your struggle is the very thing keeping you from the shore. To understand why we are sinking, we have to look at the very nature of the struggle itself, and the ancient quiet wisdom that suggests we've been looking at effort all wrong. In the East, there is a concept that feels almost offensive to the Western mind. It's called wu wei. Often it's translated as doing nothing, but that is a clumsy, hollow definition. A more accurate way to feel it, to breathe it in, is effortless action. It's the art of not forcing. Think about the last time you were desperately trying to remember a name. You squeezed your eyes shut, you paced the room, you demanded your brain to surrender the answer. But the more you forced it, the further the name drifted away. It was only later, perhaps when you were washing the dishes or staring aimlessly out a window, that the name simply popped into your mind. That is the essence of Wu Wei. The answer didn't come because you worked harder. It came because you finally created the space for it to arrive. Nature is the greatest teacher of this rhythm. A forest doesn't try to grow. A river doesn't struggle to reach the ocean. The stars don't strive to shine. They simply fulfill their nature because they are in a state of flow. As humans, we have forgotten that we are part of that same nature. We treat our lives like a construction site where we must hammer every nail and pull every lever, when in reality, life is much more like a garden. You can't reach into the soil and pull a sprout upward to make it grow faster. You can only provide the right environment, the stillness, the water, the space, and then wait. The Buddha once shared a simple but devastatingly profound metaphor about the mind. Imagine a lake. When the wind is howling and someone is throwing stones into the water, the surface is jagged and chaotic. If you look down into that lake, you see nothing but a blur. You could dive into those murky waters and swim for hours searching for the bottom, but you would only kick up more silt, making it even darker. Most of us spend our entire lives kicking up silt. We think that by analyzing our problems more intensely, by worrying more efficiently, or by hustling through our confusion, we will find clarity. But clarity is not something you create. Clarity is what remains when the silt settles. If you just sit by the edge of that lake and wait, truly wait, the wind eventually dies down. The ripples fade, the mud sinks to the bottom, and suddenly, without you having to move a single muscle, you can see every pebble at the bottom of the lake reflected in the sunlight. This isn't just spiritual poetry. It is a fundamental truth of how our consciousness works. In modern psychological terms, we talk about the default mode network of the brain, the part that lights up when we are daydreaming or at rest. This is where our greatest breakthroughs happen. Archimedes didn't discover his principle of displacement while working at his desk. He was in a bathtub. Newton wasn't grinding when he understood gravity. He was sitting under a tree. We've been sold a lie that the ego, that loud, demanding voice in our heads, is the driver of our success. We believe that if we stop forcing, we will fail. But forcing is actually a form of clinging. We cling to our desire for control, we cling to our fear of the future, and we cling to the belief that we are the sole architects of every outcome. This clinging creates a massive amount of internal friction. It's like driving a car with the parking brake on. You're burning so much fuel, making so much noise, but you're barely moving. Wu Wei asks you to release the brake. It doesn't mean you stop the car. It means you stop the unnecessary struggle against the road. It means responding to life when action is needed, but staying profoundly still when it is not. It's about learning the difference between the work of the body and the work of the soul. You can be busy on the outside while remaining a silent, observant lake on the inside. When you stop trying to force the world to be what you want it to be, you finally become sensitive enough to see what the world actually is. You begin to notice the opportunities you were too busy to see. You start to hear the whispers of your intuition that were drowned out by the shouting of your to-do list. You realize that the most effective action isn't the one that takes the most effort. It's the one that is most aligned with the truth of the moment. But to get there, you have to face the one thing modern society has taught you to fear above all else: the void of doing nothing. crossing that bridge from a life of constant forcing to a life of flow requires us to face the very thing we've spent years running away from, the unsettling, heavy silence of our own company. For most of us, the moment the external noise stops, an internal panic sets in. Have you noticed what happens when you're standing in line at a grocery store or waiting for a slow elevator? Your hand moves toward your pocket before you even realize you're bored. It's an involuntary reflex, a desperate reach for a digital lifeline to pull you out of the nothingness. We have become a culture that is terrified of the void. We treat boredom like a sickness that needs to be cured with a hit of dopamine, a scroll, a like, or a headline. But this is exactly where the real work begins. True discipline isn't about how many hours you can put in at the office. It's about whether you have the strength to stay present when nothing is happening. Think of it as the discipline of the void. When you feel that itchy, uncomfortable urge to check your phone, stay with it. Don't judge it. Don't fight it. Just watch it. Notice how your mind tries to manufacture problems just to give itself something to do. By refusing to react, you are building a muscle that is far more powerful than any productivity hack. You are reclaiming your attention from the machines and the markets that want to monetize your restlessness. You are developing the ability to be the master of your own focus. You don't need a mountain retreat or a week-long silent monastery to practice this. The most profound stillness happens in the micro pauses of a messy, busy day. It's that 30-second window after you finish an email and before you start the next one. Instead of rushing to the next task, you simply sit. You feel the weight of your body in the chair. You take one conscious breath, just one, and you feel the air enter your lungs and leave your body. In that one breath, you are resetting your entire nervous system. You are telling your brain, I am safe. I am not a machine. I am here. Imagine if you started creating no phone zones in your life, not as a punishment, but as a sanctuary. Walking from your car to your front door without checking your messages, sitting on your porch and just watching the way the light hits the trees without feeling the need to take a photo of it. These small acts of defiance against the hustle start to add up. Over time, you'll find that your emotions don't spike as sharply. Your decisions feel less like a frantic reaction and more like a calm choice. You realize that you don't need more time in your day, you just need more you in your time. As we come to the end of this reflection, I want you to look at your life through a different lens. You are not a factory. You are not a vessel to be filled or a resource to be depleted. You are a human being, and your existence is not a problem that needs to be solved. We've been taught that we must earn our rest, that we must pay for our peace with a pound of our own flesh. But Buddhist wisdom tells us that peace is your natural state. It's already there, hidden underneath the layers of doing. So tonight, or tomorrow morning, I want you to try something radical. Sit for 5 minutes. Don't try to meditate. Don't try to be spiritual. And for heaven's sake, don't try to be productive. Just exist. Watch what happens when you allow yourself to do absolutely nothing. You might find that in that stillness, for the first time in a very long time, you finally hear yourself. Because at the end of the day, the world will still be spinning, the emails will still be waiting, and the tasks will never truly be finished. But you will be still. And in that stillness, you will finally be free.